All right, let's jump right in. If you look at healthcare today, you can't miss the massive shift that's happening. Care is moving out of hospitals and into outpatient clinics. So we're going to break down the digital engine that makes all of that possible. We're talking about how to build top-tier ambulatory care software for 2026. So think about it. What really powers a modern clinic? I mean, yeah, it's the amazing doctors and nurses, for sure, but behind the scenes, it's the sophisticated digital systems that are keeping everything running. With more patients than ever walking through those clinic doors, you absolutely need specialized software to manage that flow. It's become totally critical. Okay, so let's make sure we're all on the same page. Ambulatory care, it's basically any healthcare you get without being admitted to a hospital. We're talking about your specialist visits, same-day surgeries, your family doctor. It's a fast-paced, high-volume world, and that's exactly why it needs its own kind of software, something totally different from the beastly systems you'd find in a huge hospital. Now, if you want to build this software the right way, you have to think like an architect. You don't just show up on day one and start laying bricks, right? No, you start with a detailed blueprint. And this first phase is all about getting that foundational structure of your system absolutely perfect. And the very first thing you have to draw on that blueprint is the care model itself. Are we building for a general family practice, a really complex clinic with tons of different specialties, or maybe a center that just focuses on one or two specific procedures? This decision is so crucial because, honestly, it dictates everything that comes next. Every workflow, every single feature the system is going to need. So once you know the kind of building you're making, you can start designing the rooms. I mean, every system needs the basics, the non-negotiables, scheduling, billing, EMRs. But to be ready for 2026, your blueprint has to include modern essentials right from the get-go, like telehealth baked right in and really good tools to keep patients engaged. Okay, the blueprint is set. Now we've got to think about how people are actually going to move through our digital building. This is all about workflow. And in a busy clinic, the efficiency of that movement, well, it's everything. This is the classic journey for a patient, right? From the moment they check in to the moment they leave. The software has to make this path feel completely effortless. And here's the key. Any little bit of friction, any digital bottleneck at any one of these stops doesn't just annoy one person. It actually slows down the entire clinic, and that means seeing fewer patients. And of course, no clinic operates in a bubble. It just can't. A modern system can't be some locked-down box. It has to connect to the rest of the healthcare world. The best way to think about integration is like the plumbing and the electricity for our digital building. It's absolutely vital for it to even function. And this is how those connections get made. Your software has to speak the universal language of healthcare data. It uses these things called industry standards. You can think of them as digital dialects. For a long time, HL7 was the go-to. But the future is really FHIR. It's a newer, much more flexible, web-based standard. It lets systems talk to labs, pharmacies, and other health records so much more easily. Without these, all you've built is a data silo. Okay, so we've got the structure designed and the flow mapped out. Now we have to talk about the rules. Every single construction project has a strict building code. And for healthcare software, that code is all about two things: compliance and user experience. And let me tell you, they are non-negotiable. And this, right here, is the single most important rule of the entire project. You cannot, I repeat, cannot bolt on compliance at the end. All the rules around data protection, security, audit trails, they have to be woven into the very fabric of the software from day one. It is a foundational requirement, period. Beyond the official rules, you have to remember you're building for two very different types of people. On one side, you have clinicians who need speed, efficiency, and instant access to a ton of information. On the other side, you have patients who just need total simplicity, an easy way to book an appointment or check their records. A truly great system serves both of them perfectly, without compromise. So we've built a fantastic digital clinic. That's great. But how do we make sure it doesn't get old and clunky in just a couple of years? This last phase is all about making sure what we've built is going to last. And there are really three keys to making your platform last. First, scalability. You have to design it from the very beginning to handle growth. Second, you have to test everything, and I mean everything, relentlessly before you go live. And third, you have to commit to never being done. You're always updating, always optimizing, always adapting. So after going through all of this, the blueprint, the workflow, the rules, what's the big picture? What is it that we've really built here? And this is the bottom line. Well-built ambulatory care software isn't just another tool you use. It's not just a management program. It is the fundamental operational backbone of all modern outpatient care. It's what allows these clinics to run safely, efficiently, and at a scale we've never seen before. And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. When you look at the technology in your own world, ask yourself this. Is it just acting like a simple tool, or is it truly engineered to be the strong, reliable backbone that your organization needs to thrive in 2026 and well beyond? Thanks for tuning in.